this generation and the next generation coming up, it may come off a little too much sometimes. Maybe we talk about these things too much and fall in love with the idea of talking about it versus actually living it, in my opinion. But the idea that we're evolving in that way, that we're starting to realize that way, hold on, these emotions are attached to chemical reactions. These chemical reactions are responses from my environment. Once you start to become aware, you then start to separate emotions from logic, and you start to use your logic to balance out your emotions, and you get into this space where you actually start to go, oh, I see and I understand. And when you start to understand, you could correct. And when you could correct, you help the next generation. You give them a better foundation, hopefully. We don't know because we're all part of a larger loop. But this is the beautiful part about life, and this is the journey. That if you're talking to somebody that's 90 or 100 years old, and there are certain things that they're going to tell you that I didn't get that right, and they're telling you you should try that, you might want to give it a listen. You might want to give it a listen. In some instances, you don't want to give it a listen because it's just more negative of what the negative outcome of a loop. Some things, there might be something there. And that's why you use your discretion. Now, I want to end with this. And this is something that, again, these are my thoughts. These are my opinions. This is the podcast that I wanted to make. Sharing with you these things that come to me. I don't know if it's real or not or true or not, but it's something that I wanted to put on wax and share with everybody. This is what I think. I think that we're on. Imagine if there was a song playing, and you're playing this song, and the song has 3 parts: past, present, future. And you're listening to the song and you love this song. This song, every time you hear this song, you're like, yo, this is my shit. Past, present, future. So we look at time. Time is, I can't touch time. I can't taste time. I can't hear time. But we know it exists. We have things that measure time. We look at things from a distance and we go, well, it's that far away and it takes that long to get there. Right? So our vision, our perception of things. You're a baby one day and the next day you're in a hospital bed. Time is a very interesting thing. Like, we have a whole lot of conversations about time. Physicists and theorists and all these people can have a lot of conversations about time. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. My thing is, the loop exists within time. So time is linear, right? If we can't go back in time, in the sense that we physically can't go back, right? At least for now. But we can imagine the future, and we can remember the past, and we could be here in the present. And so there's 3 points. And then there's 1 point here, 1 point here, and then there's one in the middle, and then there's a loop. The infinity loop. And it hit me, man. I was like, well, that's fucked up. Like, what if you're in an infinity loop, and that's that, right? You're in it. Now, it's not that messed up, because if that is the case, this is just my idea. If that is the case, well, if the goal of a loop for a computer program is to get a goal, the reason why the loop is there is to achieve something. I think the goal is what you make it. So earlier I mentioned that you can create, if you're the programmer, you could create a program and it has a loop in it, and it could be something negative. Negative in the sense that -1, it does this. +1, it does this. That's what I mean by negative. Not like literally. I'm talking about like mathematically. So deduction. Let's use that word. So I can add, I could give value, I could give positivity, I could give love, I could build, I could create, I can change, innovate, I can go on and on in that direction. Or I could kill, I could destroy, I could be afraid, I could be sad, I could be depressed. Notice now the polarity of all of those are opposite of each other. If I'm happy, I'm sad. If I'm sad, I'm happy. If it's night, it's day. It's a loop. So, are you going to break the loop when you feel like you're in one? When something is hard, do you give up because it's hard? Or do you recognize that, oh, it's gonna hit that curve, and then it's going, sometimes you hear people say, well, when something bad is happening, maybe there's something good on the other end of that. This is wisdom, man. This is something that, the wisdom is necessary to project and for people to listen to. And let's start talking about it. Let's start talking about the things that are being forgotten through memes and funny ass videos and a bunch of dumb shit that people like. Right? It's cool. I'm not going to say like I don't partake, and it's not something that you should engage with. But put parameters around it. Be in control of what is designed to control you. Be in control of that. Don't be in control. Don't put it like this. Don't have no type of structure when there are literally being structures built to deduct from your life. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Connecting the Dots podcast. Again, if there's anything on here that I'm saying that's resonating, that you feel like, man, I hear what you're saying, Cody. I really enjoy what you're saying. And, you want to support, just like, subscribe, share with a friend, share it on any social media platform. I really would appreciate that, because this is conversation that I want to grow, that this is something that I want I want to engage with people. I want to have conversations with people about this type of stuff. And it's really not about the podcast. It's not about me. It's about the conversation. It's about putting out into the world this elevation I want to start seeing, because I feel like it's there. We're hungry for it, but it's too easy to be negative. It's negativity. Obviously, we know it spreads much quicker. So this is something that I hope that it organically builds and naturally creates a lot of conversation around a lot of the builders and the creators. So peace, love, and again, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Nowadays the pain follow me. Deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. I'm somewhere between confidence and arrogance. The middle ground is treacherous, I work on getting out of it.